Alright guys, so welcome back into another NFL DFS video. We're finally back. We got the Wildcard Weekend here for you guys. For this video, we're going to be touching on the plays for the player pool for the 4-game slate. We'll be talking about the showdown a little bit, but the showdown is mostly going to be covered on the website, and I'll touch on the website here right now. Update the website, and that's going to be where we're posting a lot of our content now. It's going to be a full membership page. We're going to have some free articles. We're going to have some membership articles. A lot of the showdown stuff will be on the membership page. I do want to bring up, the last 2 weeks I couldn't make a video. That was because of the holidays. I don't know if this was correlation or causation here, but 2 weeks ago I had an 8th overall finish on the showdown lineup, and I did post that write-up on the Patreon page on, which was the membership page. Now we're switching over to the website, so that stuff will be available on the membership page on the website there. I do want to mention, 8th overall finish on the showdown slate 2 weeks ago. That was solid. Last week was the best week of the whole season, minus the preseason DFS, and that's because last week was pretty much like a preseason slate. Lots of players that people I haven't, heard of or known of. So it's a really solid slate, pretty easy slate as well. So I hope you guys are able to benefit from that. I'm sorry I wasn't able to post a video, but I did have the write-ups available and everything like that. Do want to say as well, the earlier on in the year, like preseason DFS or late season DFS, that's when you guys should be attacking it a lot, because the computers, or the people that are just, running their numbers through the computer and getting their projection through the computer, they can't benefit as much because they haven't been following along. They can't, make a simple pivot to an easy play like we could. And I do want to mention, one more time, on the website, we do have the write-up from last week. You guys can check that out. It was pretty spot on. The Week 17 write-up is on there. I had the link in the description below for that, as well as the sign-up for the membership, and then as well as the free content. And that'll all be posted on Friday on the website. But let's get into the player pool for the Wildcard Weekend. It should be a pretty good one. All right, so switching over, we got the quarterbacks here, and don't really like the quarterbacks this week. So Russell Wilson, sure, you could pay up for him if you want to go that route. Drew Brees would be the preferred pay up option, but Minnesota's a pretty good defense. I think the one I would end up on the most on the high tier side is going to be Josh Allen. He does have the upside to go for 20, and his pass catchers are going to be in some good spots. John Brown, Cole Beasley, and maybe one of the running backs score a touchdown. That's really all I'd want to pay up for on the slate. I think I'd rather just go down to someone like Carson Wentz, who's been a lot more consistent over the past month, pretty much averaging, 22 DK points over the last 5 weeks. But he did really struggle against Seattle the last time they played, so that is a little bit worrisome. Kirk Cousins, you could roll with against the Saints. Saints defense is a lot better recently, but I do think, they could be exploited. But the quarterback I'm just going to roll with the most is going to be Tom Brady. We're not expecting anything great off him. We're just pretty much punting at quarterback, which has been the strategy the whole year. Try to get 15 DK points from him at 5.8K. That's fine. We can trust that, and then we can make the rest of our build the way that we want to, because we're not, trying to pay up for a quarterback. That's in an okay spot. Brady's probably in the best spot out of any quarterback. All right, talking about Dalvin Cook here. So he should be healthy. He should be, a full goal. They've been resting him quite a bit. Even if he gets, 60% of the workload, I still like him. The targets should continue to be there. All it takes for him to exceed value at this price point, this is his lowest price point since week 3. All it takes for him to exceed that is going to be a touchdown, 20 DK points if he does that. So I do really like Dalvin Cook at that price point this week. Alvin Kamara, yeah, this is going to be, if you don't believe in like Kirk Cousins, primetime Kirk Cousins, a thing, if he struggles, then yeah, play Kamara, play Saints D. That correlates really well. That's going to be up for you guys to decide there. Devin Singletary, don't mind the play, but I don't love it. I just don't see the point in taking that risk. The price point's fine. The workload should be there as well. We should get around 20 touches. Boston Scott's going to be the play I'm probably going to be on the most if Jordan Howard's out, and if Miles Sanders is out, or if they're going to be limited. I do expect the passing game workload to be there for Boston Scott no matter what. He's been really solid, so I really don't mind that play. And then Travis Homer here. If you guys remember, how Philip Lindsay was used last year when he was a rookie, I think that's going to be how Homer is going to be used in this game. We kind of saw that last week where they were giving him quality touches, and he was able to produce in that. I do think Seattle lost because they weren't giving Homer the ball as much as they should have. They were trying to force Lynch, and that didn't really work. So I hope that they realize that, they watch the film and give him a little bit more of a bigger workload. I don't like Rex Burkhead. I think I would just rather go with Sony Michel. Sony Michel has been getting the workload. We know that the Patriots typically will like to start to run it a lot more later on in the year, and we've seen that, 19, 21, 18 carries the last 3 weeks. That's a ton of carries. If he gets a touchdown, he's easily going to exceed value. Doesn't take much for him to pay off at that price point. The only problem that I worry about there is playing Brady and Sony Michel in the same lineup. That's obviously not preferred, but we might just be forced into that this week just because of the price points. So Tyler Lockett here, going to be more of a GPP play. The targets have been there recently, and I think if that they're going to win, they're going to need him to produce. He did struggle the last time that they played the Eagles, though, which is a little bit worrisome. Julian Edelman, yeah, if we're trying to play Brady, I think we might have to think about playing Brady. The only other passing option that offense I'd go with would be N'Keal Harry. Harry's going to be more of a showdown play for you. I think you could possibly play him in the captain spot as well. DK Metcalf, he had 12 targets last week. I don't think that's going to stay the same. But obviously, if it does, that's an insane amount of targets. Play I'd rather go with the most, probably on the slate, is going to be Cole Beasley. The targets have been there the whole year. He's pretty much been a value play, or he was an early value play early on in the year for us. And his price point has kind of gone up enough. But with J.J. Watt back, maybe he gets a little bit more pressure. And Josh Allen is forced to throw it a little bit more quicker, which should or could lead to a few more targets for Cole Beasley and take away from John Brown a little bit. But I do like John Brown as well. I think in cash, I'll go Beasley, and GPPs, I just play both of them. I do like that stack quite a bit. Josh Allen, John Brown, and also Cole Beasley. Greg Ward Jr. is a play that I do want to touch on as well. 3 straight weeks of over 10 DK points. The targets have been there the last month since he has been the receiver number 1 in that offense, and he did have 10 DK points the last time they played the Seahawks. So I actually do like that play quite a bit. It doesn't look like any of the other pass catchers are going to be back, except for Zach Ertz here, who was out last week. I do think he'll be back this week. They kind of just rested him. Well, they didn't want to rest him, but he had to sit out. I do think he'll be back this week, and if he's healthy, I'm just going to be locking him in. If not, then we can just go down to Dallas Goedert, and then also Josh Perkins becomes a nice value play for us as well. I do like Jared Cook here, who's kind of been the third weapon in that offense, so you could definitely go out and play him as well. Those are going to be the 3 or 4 tight end plays I'm going to be looking at this week. Sure, Kyle Rudolph could catch a touchdown pass. I just don't think it's likely. Let's just try to finish out this build here for you guys. Yeah, Homer, I will put him in there, and then we're kind of just forced with the bad defensive play. Obviously, if we're playing Brady, I would like to get one of his pass catchers in there, so we'll have to tweak that lineup a little bit. That's just kind of an early look for you guys for the Wildcard Weekend. All right, that's all I have for you guys for this video. As always, if you like this, please give me a like and subscribe. I do appreciate that. If you guys are interested in the website, in the membership page, got the links in the description below. We'll have the link to the free write-up available on Friday. And I also had the link to the membership write-up and the link in the description below as well. All right, guys, have a good weekend, and let's have a good 2020. Thanks for watching.